Hi there. I'd like to share some thoughts with you from my meditation this morning. I was meditating on 2 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 18. And it says, "But we all with unveiled face, beholding as in a mirror the glory of the Lord, are being transformed into the same image from glory to glory, just as by the Spirit of the Lord." Now, I don't know with you, but stress, especially here living in Orange County, California, seems like the normal thing for a lot of people. And we really need to guard our minds and our bodies and our life from stress, because it's the number one killer. And I realized that a lot of stress really come as a result of seeing and focusing on things we can't really see, but we feel them. And many times they come out from our imaginations. And these thoughts can scare us and overwhelm us. Often I've discovered that they're rooted in unrealistic expectations that we put upon ourselves, or we put on others, or others have from us. And one thing it does is that it breeds frustration. As I meditate on God's Word, I'm actually feeling a shift in my attention where I'm able to release and free myself and detach myself from thoughts and feelings that restrict and take away from my serenity and freedom. When I speak about meditating on God's Word, I'm really speaking or referring to looking at the person of Jesus. And there's so much to say about that. We begin to look at why he died on the cross. What does that mean? What is the relevance of it when he said it is finished? How does that affect us? Those are interesting questions to help us begin to really explore the person of Jesus. But more than just exploring a subject or a topic, you're really getting into a relationship, a connection with the person of Jesus. And the more my mind actually is occupied with seeing Jesus, the more I am free from self-occupation. And the freedom that I actually am experiencing when I am occupied with Christ increases my value of seeing Jesus. My mind is no longer jerked around and tossed to and fro with worry, motivated by fear. But rather, the more I see Jesus, the more I'm able to take a deep breath and soak in the revelation of his power to transform me and my situation and struggles. In Matthew 14:22-23, there's an interesting account of a fisherman named Peter, who was one of Jesus' disciples. The greatest miracle Peter experienced at the storm was at Jesus' word. When he stepped out of his boat, the wind was boisterous, the waves tossed the boat to and fro. It was a nerve-wracking and scary experience, I can only imagine. But as long as Peter kept his eyes occupied on Jesus, he did the impossible. He walked on the water. Jesus was walking on the water, and when Peter looked at Jesus, he became just like Jesus and did the supernatural. The moment he became self-occupied, however, is when he began to sink. And boy, that's no fun at all. I find myself that I'm actually able to walk out or walk away from the arena and storm of stress when I see Jesus. My soul begins to find rest. The invitation of Jesus is always open for all who will respond. From Matthew 11 verse 28, when he said, "Come to me, all of you who are tired and weary, and I will give you rest." He said, "Learn from me, for I am gentle and meek." Beholding Jesus for some may sound impractical, but it is actually the most powerful thing you can do. And Jesus can cause you to reign over every storm in your life. Thanks for listening.